drawing a beadhead caddis larva. This larva is tied with this stretch tubing. First time I ever saw this tied was by a guy named Adam Johnson. He called it the green bean. So you can see I've got a tungsten bead on my curved hook here. I've covered the hook shank with a thread base. Now what I'm going to do is cut this stretch tubing at an angle, and that's going to help us tie that down to the hook shank a little easier. Then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to put my tubing right against the hook shank up near the bead, grabbing that angled part, and as I wrap back towards the back I pull the stretch tubing, and what this does is help the fly be less bulky. I'll come all the way back, kind of down on the bend of the hook shank there, just like that. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple pheasant tail fibers in here to create like a little vein of guts or good larva innards inside of this thing. I'm just going to wrap back forward a little bit. I'm going to come in here and grab the tips of these pheasant tail fibers, and I'm going to try to run them right along the top. This is something we're going to fold over after we dub. So now you have your tubing and your pheasant tail fibers sticking out the back of the fly. We're going to grab some of this caddis green ice dubbing, and we're going to lightly dub onto our thread. You don't need a ton of this stuff, just a little bit for flash. You don't want to layer it up and have it be all bulky. So once I've got my dubbing on the thread there, we're going to dub forward. Just like that. Then we're going to pull our pheasant tail fibers forward towards the front of the hook, loosely bring our thread around that, and try to line that thing up even on the back there. Secure it. Now we're going to wrap our tubing forward. Just like that. Nice and even. I'm going to tie that down, give it a little pull, then clip it. That way the tag end kind of recesses up behind that bead. To finish it off, we're going to put a little of this black UV ice dub behind the bead for a collar. Just like that, and whip finish. And there you have it. Stretch tubing caddis larva, aka the green bean.